Alright, so today guys I'm going to be showing you how to get every region exclusive Pokemon on Pokemon Go instantly in under 10 minutes in real time. And obviously this video isn't going to be me showing all of the real time clips because I want to edit it to show you where I'm catching the Pokemon and how to get them. So first of all you want to go to a website called Pokesnipers.com on your iOS device or your actual computer and copy coordinates down to actually get these Pokemon. So basically rare Pokemon show up on this website where the coordinates actually are and how you can obtain them, and obviously I've made a lot of videos on Pokemon Go hacks, and that's what we're going to be showing off today, how you can actually maximize everything to do with the Pokemon Go hack and complete your Pokedex fast. As you can see, I copied a Kangaskhan's actual coordinates for where it is in the world, and I'm going to copy and paste it into my teleportation right now. But before you do any of that, you want to actually copy and paste your current location by clicking the heart of where your location shows up in the bottom right hand corner. Copy and paste that to your notepad so you can keep teleporting back, so you don't get the soft ban of where you have to spin a Pokestop up to 42 times in order to get unbanned. I cannot stress that enough guys. Honestly, you need to do that when you're in the battle or you're in the situation of where you can throw Pokeballs, Raspberries, anything you want at the Pokemon in order to help you catch the Pokemon and make it become yours on your Pokedex, or just generally one of your Pokemon out of the amount that you can actually have in the game. So as you can see, I teleported right there, and I'm going to copy and paste my coordinates of where I was in San Francisco right now on the actual hack where I started out when I opened the app. And it's very important you do this because this will take away the soft ban, which will allow you to catch the Pokemon instead of lobbing anything you can at it, like a Raspberry or an Ultra Ball, and then it running away after one roll or not even one roll, and then obviously you cannot do anything about that because you are soft banned. I mean, there is things you can do like spin the Pokestops and everything like that, like I mentioned before, to revoke the soft ban, but think about it in the first place. If you teleport into a Pokemon, you want to catch that specific Pokemon, so what's the point in teleporting, getting soft banned, and then waiting, and then obviously not doing the whole process correctly of teleporting back when you are in the stage where I'm at now before actually throwing your first ball at the Pokemon in order to catch it. It just wouldn't make any sense. So spin a Pokestop until you actually, get the soft ban revoked, and how you know you've done this correctly is you keep spinning the Pokestop, exiting out, clicking back on it, spinning it again until you get either items or it says try again later, because sometimes it just doesn't give you items because it's glitched out for whatever reason, and because of that it will say try again later. As you can see right now, I get items out of my Pokestop, and that means I'm not soft banned because I teleported in the Battle of Kangaskhan where I'm going to catch it back to my original location, and my game thinks I never moved. So I got the Pokemon about 7,000 kilometers out from where I am now, and I'm in the same place, which is a really good tactic to use. So as you guys can imagine, we're just going to repeat the same process, but for only two other of the continental specific Pokemon, or the region exclusive Pokemon, whatever you want to refer to them as, which are Mr. Mime, which only show up in Europe, and also Farfetch'd, which only show up in Asia. So right now we're just going to find a location of a Farfetch'd, and then we're going to teleport to it and do the exact same thing we did for Kangaskhan. And I believe Tauros does actually spawn in on Pokesnipers, but there is another website I use for Tauros to get it quicker, and that is PokemonRadarGo.com or something like that. You guys will see in the gameplay in the background of when I actually do it, but consistently the only things that actually show up on here are Mr. Mimes, Kangaskhan's, and Farfetch'd. Obviously Mr. Mime and Kangaskhan being the most frequent. As you can see, there has been multiple Mr. Mimes and Kangaskhan's when I've actually scrolled up and down, but only one Farfetch'd, so I thought I'd get that as quick as possible, as there is a timer for where it shows they despawn, or when they despawn rather, and that's obviously something you need to bear in mind when you before you teleport to these locations, because they may not be there when you actually go there. And obviously you need to keep your notepad open, or the set of coordinates copied down of where you actually originally started out when you open the Pokemon Go hacked version, so you can actually teleport back there each individual time you get into a Pokemon battle, and then obviously you can catch the Pokemon rather than being soft banned and then it running away straight away. As you see right now, I'm opening my notepad, I'm copy and pasting my coordinates again to teleport back to San Francisco where I spawned in when I opened the Pokemon Go hacked version app, and then obviously we will not be soft banned. We can get Pokestops and everything like that when we get back, and to know that we haven't been soft banned, the first sign of it is being able to catch the Pokemon in the first place. So as you guys will be able to see, I catch this Farfetch'd, I'm not soft banned, and everything is all good. So there may be one question that you guys are wondering to yourself right now: why am I doing this video specifically on the region exclusive Pokemon? Because obviously all the rare Pokemon that you might want, or the high CP Pokemon, are better to have for gyms, and a lot of you guys may want that or may want to complete your Pokedex, and that's simply because of the fact I'm going to answer that for you guys right now in completing your Pokedex, because I know a lot of people will want want to have all 145 Pokemon that you can actually obtain in the game right now, like I do, before they bring out either the legendary Pokemon and Ditto, or the second generation of Pokemon, because bearing in mind, this app is not going to stay fresh forever, especially if they don't update it very soon and add either new Pokemon or just the legendaries and Ditto like they don't have in the game already. Disclaimer, we're just actually going to get the coordinates and do the exact same thing for Mr. Mime on Pokesnipers, and then I'll explain Tauros when we actually get there. But I want to say that that actually correlates to the Pokedex in itself, getting the Ditto and legendaries that are in the game, because either they're going to have events for the legendaries and you may need to complete your Pokedex besides the legendaries to actually get them legendary Pokemon, or people in the first place don't want to exactly play a lot of Pokemon Go right now and they just want to get all the Pokemon collected that they can actually get in the game all together and collate together right now, so they can only focus on the legendaries when they come into the game, because I'm guessing they're not going to make events specifically in one location in the entire world, because I mean that would just die down the buzz of Pokemon Go even more, because a lot of people wouldn't be able to get there, and a lot of people who can actually teleport, well, it might be patched by then, this hack, I'm not sure, but they may do the same thing they're doing with the Pokemon in this video, which relates to that, which is the continental specific, or areas in certain continents that are specific, and obviously that will be easier for people to access them areas. And I'm guessing there's going to be another hack, because when is there not another hack? And look at the CP of this Mr. Mime, yeah, that's kind of freaking unlucky. Also relating back to the subject of why you might want to complete your Pokedex quickly or have all the Pokemon that you can actually obtain right now, is because with the events they may not actually have a time specific kind of stretch on them. They may be only activated once you've got all the Pokemon besides the legendaries in the game, and maybe that's why they haven't added Ditto yet. So they're going to add Ditto soon, so you can't have a way of obtaining the legendaries, and I definitely think that's why Ditto wouldn't be in the game. I mean, why else wouldn't it be in the game? It's not a legendary Pokemon, it's a very strange Pokemon, Ditto meaning same, so it can turn into any Pokemon, and I guess they'd need to kind of have a few bits of coding to actually, you know, make that kind of relevant to the gyms and everything, where it transforms into them Pokemon within the battle, but otherwise I don't know why it just isn't in the game. I honestly don't think that's too much to ask in the game for the updates that they've done right now, for it just to be added in on the side of one of the app updates, but yeah, it's just not in the game right now. So now getting back onto track with what the video is meant to be about, looking for Tauros, I'm going to show you guys it's not currently available as one of the rare Pokemon that's actually spawned in on my Pokesnipers app, so I'm just going to go to another app. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's not spawned in anywhere in the world, and that app, like I said before, is PokemonRadarGo.com. so we're just going to search for Tauros. You can search for any Pokemon on here, so it doesn't even have to be the rare Pokemon. You can just search for them and then click on them and then get the coordinates and teleport, and obviously you want the teleportation coordinates saved of where you actually started out when you open the app, so you don't get soft banned and the Pokemon that may be quite rare and there's not many spawned in the entire world runs away, because that would be a real shame. So here you can see a Tauros or a couple of Tauros, and the ones you actually want to look for with the author is either the Pokemon Radar kind of prediction, or either just one that has a name there, because I know some of them say unknown and they aren't very reliable half the time. Some of the people like to go on there and troll, but in case you guys actually, you know, you want to go on there and get a Pokemon really quickly, just look for the author Pokemon Radar location prediction or whatever it is, and that's usually 100% correct, to be honest, because I've looked for Venusaurs, Charizards, and they've always been there with the Pokemon Radar prediction, so that's why I recommend you guys using that, because who wants to be trolled, teleporting everywhere, and then getting soft banned and you're like, oh, I got soft banned. Also, another way of obtaining Tauros fairly quickly, not quick as the way I'm doing in the gameplay in the background, where I'm teleporting to a specific location of where one spawned in, is obviously just walking around in San Francisco, where you spawn with a hack tool that I've got in the gameplay in the background. But obviously, if you don't have the hack tool that I'm using in the gameplay in the background, and it's specified to your actual real life location of where you can tap to walk and teleport, then you're not going to find it, because Tauros is only found in America. So as you can see right now, we're just teleporting to a Tauros, and literally this video hasn't gone on for 10 minutes, which means it didn't take me 10 minutes in the gameplay in the background. I mean, the only cut I made to the gameplay in the background was where it froze where I was catching the Mr. Mime, and I wanted to go into the Tauros clip because I didn't want to have too much kind of video to render in one for it to actually process in my editing software of a video from my phone, because obviously iOS videos don't really process into my editing software, which is a Sony software. So hopefully you guys learned something from today's video, and hopefully it helps you to actually complete your Pokedex in order for any kind of spin-offs of getting the legendaries or Ditto coming to the game, where you may have to have all the Pokemon seen on your Pokedex, caught on your Pokedex, or caught overall Pokemon. And that's basically what's going to wrap up today's video. So I'm going to be showing you guys my Pokedex and how it's kind of complete, because obviously there is spots that are missing, like 132, which I believe is Ditto, and also the legendary birds, which are 142, 143, and I don't know, it's in the 140s is either way, but as you can see right there, try again later means that I'm not soft banned because it wants to give me items, but for whatever reason, it's just not because it's glitched out. So as you can see, scrolling down, every single one is caught up until Ditto, which is after Lapras, I believe, or before Lapras. 132 after Lapras, I was right. So 144, 145, and 146 are the legendary birds, and then after that are Mew and Mewtwo. So thank you all for watching, guys. Slap a like on the video down below. It shows you really support my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.